What is going on, Sky Squad? We are back in the building for yet our second video of the day. Yes, we did it, Joe. We did it. Sky Squad, listen, it could not be a better day to announce that Porsha Guobadia, okay, because we got to remember the new last name, is back on our TV screens for Real Housewives of Atlanta season Sweet 16, y'all. Okay, so let's dive into what we got to get into because there's actually a lot to cover with this, more than I think meets the eye. Okay, so let's get into it. First things first, let's go straight to the interwebs, right? Let's go straight to the interwebs and hear it from the sources' own lips.
Who said that? Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Guobadia is in the building. See y'all. Mwah. Who said that? Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Guobadia is in the building.
Note the Porsha Guobadia of it all, baby. Porsha Guobadia, baby. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. I love it because I think that Porsha is hilarious. When she's in it, she is great TV. And I think that that had been something that was missing from the Real Housewives of Atlanta in the previous seasons that she had been off, was the comedic element that she brought. And I think if you saw Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip with her and the girls down to the Thailand, you will understand exactly what I mean. Okay? She's just funny. She's fun. She's effervescent. She's going to give you some great reads in the confessional and likely in person too. Okay. And I just feel like she is fun. All right. Most of all, she's fun. Light shade, as Brambella said, with fabulosity. It'll be interesting to see what type of show this will be in the as things move forward, because it's going to be a situation where when she left, there was a lot of talk about how she got with Simon. I think it's been so long now that everybody has mainly just adjusted. So I wonder how or if they will touch on that at all as they move into the new season, right? So let's take things further and we get into the comment section, baby, because that's where things get very, very interesting. Okay. Because as you see, Kenya has commented, "Come on, Sweet 16." Now, Kenya being I don't know if one of the first, or I don't really know, because the comment section and how they place the comments, it could be any type of thing with the Instagram algorithm. But I just feel like with the way Kenya's been commenting, and of course y'all know she was doing the promotion for that the Carlisha abducted off the street story. Did y'all see Abducted Off the Streets? Chime down in the chat. Did y'all? Yes, like this video, please. Thank you, Tara. Did y'all see Abducted Off the Streets? Let me know if you saw it and what you thought about it, because this is going to be an interesting discussion as well, not only for unscripted, but for scripted with regards to Porsha. Okay. And we'll get into that in a second. All right. So with Kenya commenting, that leads me to believe that she will most definitely be back. Especially now with Candy gone, and we know that Porsha and Candy's in a good place. With Candy gone, I know that budget had to open up quite a bit. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see who else comes back. In my honest opinion, I think they're going to probably shape it around Kenya and Porsha. I think that will probably be the smart play. But let's see how things shake out. So let's get into the official announcement according to Deadline, right? And Deadline reports that, and let me just show it to you guys just so we can have some perspective on the greater story that resides within Portia's return. Because what it says to me is Porsha is getting to the money, get a little access to the money. You know, got to get a little access to the money, to the money. You know what I'm saying? It says Porsha Williams Guobadia to make the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 return. I want you guys to pay attention to this little portion of the title right here. Signs overall scripted talent deal with NBC Universal. So notice she has signed an overall scripted talent deal with NBC Universal. So it's not just that Porsha is reestablishing her relationship with Bravo as it relates to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but she is now developing further her relationship with NBC Universal for the scripted category as well. All right. So that is huge. Now, I would wager to think that this was probably a point of, something she probably wanted to also negotiate in that contract. And to me, it makes the most sense. Okay. It makes the most sense. Portia's been in this game for a very, very long time. So I'm not surprised that this is the route that she would go. So this means that, well, let's get into what it could potentially mean, right? Let's get into what that means, right? First, she says, I'm incredibly thankful for the vision and faith NBC Universal has put me in to be a larger part of their family. Again, not just a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She says, I'm looking forward to being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and showing the world my new world, right? So we get into all of that. But what I want you guys to notice is this too. It says, as part of her deal, Williams will partner with NBC Universal Entertainment for scripted project opportunities across the company's broadcast and streaming properties. So that not only means that you could see things on Peacock, but you could also see things on any of their NBC Universal platforms as well, right? So if she wants to now develop her own projects and star in them, she is free to do so. Y'all, that is huge, okay? That is huge. What they write here is that Porsha Williams Guobadia is a multi-hyphenate, and we are fortunate to collaborate and tap into her creativity and passion through this partnership. This is what Rachel Smith, Executive Vice President of Unscripted Content, Lifestyle, and blah, 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 documentaries, and all of that stuff said in a statement. She goes on to say, our audience has supported and admired Porsha as she so authentically, hilariously, and vulnerably shared her life over the years, and we couldn't be more excited to welcome her back to the NBCU family. Okay? They talk about other things that she has done. And on the scripted side, she has made appearances on HBO's Insecure, IFC's Sherman's Showcase, Fox's Star, and TV One's Stepping Back to Love. They also go on to note that she's rep by Karen Kinney of KK Entertainment and Media, Fox Rothschild, LLP, and United Talent Agency. So, again, this is all huge news for Porsha. And I have to give a round of applause to that, because it tells me that she's not only thinking about the reality space, but in my mind, just for me personally speaking, and I understand where she is because this is the space that I'm at right now, the real influence comes from developing that extended relationship so that you can then further your own projects and get your own projects out there. Similarly to the way that Candy was also able to, even though Candy's leaving Atlanta, we all saw that the Pass premiered on Peacock. So we knew, based on not only what Candy said in her video, if you saw that video where she talked about why she was leaving, if you also heard Andy Cohen's podcast, then you will know that they're still interested in working with her as well. So to deepen that relationship is the smartest play at this point for everybody. Okay. Look at Kenya developing that relationship with Lifetime, which is why earlier I brought up Abducted Off the Street, the Carlisha story, because it shows you that in this world of reality TV, you have always got to be looking beyond what is happening right now, right? You've always got to be thinking about what is next and how you're going to leverage these relationships. I think it's super smart. I think that this makes the most sense. It's definitely, I don't know if that was under advisement by her agency or if it was just something that she wanted. But to me, I'm super proud of that decision that she made because it tells me she's not just thinking about that reality TV check. I'm trying to tell you. So I'm excited. And let's go back to just the idea of Porsha returning to Atlanta. You know, for me, what I love to see on these types of shows, you know, Nene used to always say it's a glimpse behind the gates, right? I want to see the lifestyle that Porsha is leading. I want to see fabulous mansions. I want to see Bugattis, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. I want to see all of those things. I want to see fabulous trips to Africa. I need for the ladies to be going to Africa this season. There is no reason why Atlanta should not be on the continent this coming season. There's no reason. I'm talking real trips. I'm talking real luxury. That is what we need back in Atlanta to restore it back to its glory, to be honest with you. And that's just that on period. So I think that, again, building a show around Kenya and Porsha, who are the best of frenemies, I just think it's brilliant. So who else could round out the cast? Who do you want to see? Let me ask you guys a couple of quick questions just to go down the list real quick. And I want you guys to let me know what you want to see on this trip, right? I mean, not on this trip, but on the show. I'm going to ask you, all right? Do you guys want to see Sheree back for season 16? Give me the yeses and the nos in the chatterization. We're going to go through this real quick. Do you guys want to see Sheree back with this group of girls? I see a lot of no's. Well, a couple of no's so far. Yep, I see a lot. I only see one yes. Some don't cares. No. A lot of no's. A lot of absolutely nots. Only a few yeses. The general consensus looks like no to me. It looks like no to me. It's looking like no. Okay. So next, do you guys want to see Marlo back with these two ladies? It makes no sense, and honestly, in this world, to bring Marlo back. I'm sorry to this woman. I think I love her. I want her to be well employed and gainfully rich. But in this mix of Real Housewives of Atlanta, it does not work for me. Kenya don't get along with her. Porsha didn't get along with her when she left. It just doesn't make any sense. No for me. And it looks like a lot of no's for you. Jessica says yes if she calms down. Yeah, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. Not even as a friend at this point, because I think in some respects we need to start we need to start bringing in some fresh people and some fresh faces. Let me ask you guys another question. Do you guys want to see Drew back for another season? Yes or no in the chatterization. Do you want to see Drew back? Give me a yes or a no for Drew in the chat. I'm seeing some yeses and some no's for Drew. Okay. Bruce, thank you for the super chat. Says no to Marlo and Sheree. I want Drew to come back and finish her story post-divorce. Some people say yes. So this one is a little on the fence. Y'all seem a little bit more on the fence for this one than Sheree and Marlo. I also feel like there was somebody that said the story was convoluted. Shamar, I agree with you. For me, the Drew story was too convoluted, and we didn't get any real answers as a result of it. So I don't know. Some people are saying friend of. It sounds like a mixed bag for Drew. Wait. Y'all so Jay, get off my line. Jay, get off my line. All right. And so last, do you guys want to see Sanya back? Give me a yes or a no for the Sanya of it all. Now, the only thing that I will say about Sanya is she just had the new baby. Now wouldn't that be something? These are two people I don't know that they will bring back. And I'm going to talk to you guys about this in another video about Quad and Mariah. It was going to be in my original video earlier today, but we'll talk about it later. Sanya, yes or no? I see a lot of people are no on the Sanyas. No on the Sanyas. Yeah. 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 I mean, you know, I just think it's a no too, because I just don't feel like she fits. Not run another race. I don't feel like she fits with this where we're going, where we're trying to go right now. I think she's a nice young lady, super sweet. So let me ask you, there's one more person I want to ask you guys about. If you watch season 15, you guys may recall Kenya's friend Akila. I want you guys, if you recall Akila, she was shown but not really given much. Would you like to see Kenya's friend Akila join the show? Gwen Stark says Sanya may be okay with Marlo and Sheree, but I feel like that's a different show, Gwen. I don't feel like that's where we're trying to go right now. Yeah, I mean, I think she would belong on whatever show they on. Thank you. Bruce says what they can do is bring Kenya friend. That's what I said. So I'm asking about Akila now, right? Because I feel like we can see her life because based on her Instagram, okay, she's got the lifestyle to me. A lot of people are saying no. I saw somebody say she gave nothing, but she really wasn't able to give much because she really didn't have a role on the show, right? A lot of people are like, no friends of Kenya's. Somebody said, yes, bring all the friends, only the strong survive. I mean, that's kind of how production probably needs to play it. Let's see who we can bring on, who can bring. Oh, my last question for y'all is this. And I'm going to talk about this in a different video. Dude, this is my last one. Yes or no to Phaedra returning back? Phaedra to coming back. Brian Patterson says, would love to see Akila and Ming Lee. Okay. Thank you for that super chat. I definitely would be here for Akila. Simply Shamar says, how do we feel about Phaedra without Candy? That's good. I'm so glad you right there in my head, Shamar. What are we thinking about Phaedra? Oh, Gwen says I meant without Marlo and Sheree Sanya. Ooh, now that it would be interesting to see how she thrived in that situation. I don't know that she would though. Phaedra, a lot of yeses for Phaedra. Ooh, so y'all want Kenya, Porsha, and Phaedra. Now this is feeling sexy. I'm feeling sexy. This is feeling a little sexy to me. Okay. Samantha says yes for the mess. Oh, I see. Well, I see a couple of no's for Phaedra. I see a couple of yeses for Akila. Darren, let the games begin. Okay. Right. We all up in it right now. We all up in the mess right now, trying to figure out who should be there. Now, Claudia could be somebody good, but Claudia's Claudia's in Texas, I feel like. But maybe she might move if the check was right. Who said that? Who said is Apollo coming? Woo, we got a lot to talk about in tomorrow's video. Okay. Gwen says Phaedra hasn't shared anything about herself or her life since she left Real Housewives of Atlanta, despite getting a Bravo check. Hard pass on her. I understand, Gwen. I understand. I mean, yeah. Phaedra is a tough nut to crack. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, I just mean that in the way that she don't really give you that much of her real life. And that's the truth to it. That's the truth. I got one more to ask y'all. Okay. Some of y'all was okay on Phaedra. Let me ask you this last one. Kim Zolciak. Give it to me now. Kim Zolciak. Okay. Let me talk about the idea of Mariah and Miss Quad. I do think that Mariah would make for a great addition to the show. Quad would probably also make a good addition because y'all remember the episode of Watch What Happens Live where Quad and Kenya got into it about something that Miss Quad had said allegedly at one point in time. Y'all remember they got into it? Chime down in the chat if you remember that. Come on, Gail. Gail got that story, baby. Do y'all remember when Quad and Kenya got into it? I see a lot of no's on Kim, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Quad and Kenya got into it on Watch What Happens Live. So Quad can definitely go toe to toe with Kenya. Okay, definitely go toe to toe with Kenya. Now Mariah would be a great choice as well because she got the family, and they were trying to get Mariah for Real Housewives of Atlanta way back in the day. So this could be a full circle moment. The issue would come in wherein I just need to know what the network stance is on Mariah now, because it did not seem like the network had a very positive stance on her when she left. But I could be wrong. Okay. Could be wrong. Shamar says, Kim Z, yeah, if they get the cameras out there now. That's what I had thought too. But listen, apparently the people don't. Oh my God. Aisha says, yep, I think they should bring Kim. Oh, so a couple of people feel like Kim could come back. Wigs and Sigs. Okay. Wigs and Sigs. I think that Quad would have probably more likelihood of joining than Mariah, but stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Okay. Latasha said she would take Kim over Phaedra. Lord have mercy. No wigs and Sigs. Okay. So yeah, I just thought we would ask the questions and get and see what the people was thinking. But at the end of the day, y'all, we have got Porsha back in the building. I'm super excited. I cannot wait to see what she is going to be bringing this go round. And I guess we'll also be waiting to hear who else is announced. I'm quite sure Bravo will be in the business of announcing some people very, very soon. Bruce says they can also look at LaToya, and also what would be shady is bringing Fallon on and letting her wreak havoc on Porsha and Simon. Rashida will be better in Housewives over Love and Hip Hop. I do think that Rashida will be a better fit for Atlanta because I don't really feel like they bring much in the way of what Love and Hip Hop offers. But I really just don't think I want to see. It's something about Kirk that irks me, and I shouldn't feel like that because I don't know that man. So, but I do agree with you. I would not bring Fallon because I know that if they have Porsha, they're not going to bring her. Especially with her signing these deals, they're not going to do that. But I could definitely see LaToya would be a better option. King Jones says change production and the show will thrive. Bloop, bloop. Bloop. I ain't say it. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Kirk. Something just annoys me about him. It just be irking my spirits, you know? And again, that man ain't done nothing to me. I ain't got no right. I ain't got no right to see it. Let me see. Anything else? Well, listen, y'all. That's the tea for today. I wanted to just drop on here. I actually was gonna do the Malaysia thing live today, but then I was like, no, I got so much to do. So, somebody said no Eric digging fire. I want everybody to be gainfully employed. So I'm not the type of person that wishes anybody to be really fired or anything like that, because I feel like I want everybody to win. And I know that's probably unpopular opinion, but that's just how I roll. But I do think Carlos will be a great producer for that show, just because I just feel like he would have his hands in it. And I feel like he knew what to do with the women. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Let me see. See anything else in here? All right. So listen, that's the tea, y'all. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. If you haven't liked this video, y'all hit the like button before you dip out of here. Go ahead and just tap it like you just tap it. You know what I'm saying? Like go ahead and hit it. And listen, y'all, if you haven't gotten book number 1, get ready, because book number 2, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, I am working hard for my foot. I'm working hard. This new editor, she made me feel like she made me feel like I didn't know how to write. Okay, so I'm knee deep into character development and all kinds of other stuff. So expect more out of this book. And that's it. All right. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. And with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.
So, Desiree Davenport, what are you hoping to accomplish with this show?
Honestly, I've lost everything in the most horrible way possible. And listen, I want it all back. I'm willing to build it piece by piece, and I mean brick by brick.
Oh, honey, she is done. I bet you a Burke and she doesn't last all season with us. Just watch.
I'm Misha Hill, and I'd like to consider myself the matriarch of this dynamic group of ladies. I mean, someone has to keep them under control.
I'm Davita Delaney.
I mean, I think I could teach these ladies a thing or two about how to get and keep a good man.
They said she was a gold digger. She ain't do that for me. I'm just really looking forward to being surrounded by other empowering bosses.
Yes, I know exactly what she's doing. And if she keep playing in my face, I'm gonna have to let her off her dirty little secrets just like she did to me. And I'm not playing.
Let's get this straight. If I brought you into this circle, I just as easily can take you out.
She ain't running nothing over here, okay? She needs to be worried about running that household and worried about why that husband of hers is never at home.
Oh, hell.
Ooh, child, this is about to be a mess.
Oh my God, I hate mess. What in the world did I get myself into?